Welcome to Disconnected. Please like, subscribe, and bitch and moan down in the comments if you don't like what I have to say. If you watched one of my previous videos, I predicted exactly this, and it's not even a few days later, and it's already come to pass. The British Army is said to not be fit for purpose anymore, and that is shrunk too much, and that is not a tier 1 fighting force anymore. And this was came from some general from the US or something. Irrelevant who it came from, but it came from people who actually have a vested interest. And if you know, the USA has always kind of relied on the UK to be, you know, it's kind of fighting shoulder to shoulder in, you know, policing the world, regardless if it's their job or not. Anyway, other subject for another day, I suppose. So they also don't have a horse in the race. So if they say it, I mean, they're not saying it for political gain or anything like that. They actually, the way that it was mentioned was as a concern because of the way that things are changing, you know, with Russia and more tension in the world, that it was more concern saying, hey, look, UK, you know, you might want to do something about your military, your army, because you know, you're not as strong as you used to be. And I would suppose taking that seriously would be a good idea in the current environment. But I knew that some person in the UK, in politics or ex-politics or whatever, is going to say, no, that's not true. And here we are.
What do you think of this US general's assessment that the British Army is no longer a top-level fighting force? Do you think it's accurate?
I don't agree with them at all. You know, and you can find any American general to give you one opinion or another. The fact is that the British Armed Forces might have been weakened recently, but they're still a formidable fighting force, and I think our country can be proud of them.
So the reason why I believe this to be true, and what he's saying is just like a defense, is that the Americans are terrible when it comes to, you know, wanting to know everything about every country, all the way from their political decisions, all the way into the strength of their military. So I'm sure what the American general said is probably more likely true than it isn't true. Thanks for watching.